Salt and pepper pork chops are a classic Hong Kong-style dish. You often find them in local cafes. The pork chops are lightly crispy on the outside, juicy and tender inside, and coated with fragrant garlic, spring onions, chilies, and savory pepper salt seasoning. Today on Mini Spoon Asia, we are making this delicious salt and pepper pork chops at home. Start by preparing the pork chops. Place the pork on a chopping board and gently tenderize both sides using a meat mallet. This helps loosen the meat fibers and makes the pork much more tender after cooking. To marinate the pork, place the pork chops into a bowl and add soy sauce, sugar, cornstarch, and water. Mix everything well so the pork gradually absorbs the seasoning and moisture. Once most of the liquid has been absorbed, add a little oil and mix again. This simple trick helps lock in moisture and keeps the pork juicy and tender. Let the pork marinate for about 20 to 30 minutes for the best flavor. Finally, chop some garlic, dice some spring onions, and if you enjoy a little heat, prepare a few diced chilies as well. Now prepare the homemade pepper salt seasoning. Add the salt to a dry pan and stir-fry gently over low heat until dry. Then add the white pepper and 5 spice powder, continuing to stir-fry lightly until fragrant. This process removes moisture and helps bring out a deeper aroma from the spices. Once ready, let it cool and set aside. Before frying, lightly coat the pork chops with a thin layer of cornstarch. Heat oil in a pan over medium heat, then slowly fry the pork chops. Allow one side to become golden before flipping. Once both sides are nicely browned and fragrant, remove the pork chops and cut them into bite-sized pieces. Keep a little oil in the pan, then add the chopped garlic and stir-fry for a short while until lightly fragrant. Add the diced chilies and continue stir-frying until the aroma comes through. Return the pork chops to the pan and toss everything together quickly. Sprinkle over a suitable amount of the homemade pepper salt. As the final step, sprinkle the spring onions and give everything a quick stir-fry before serving. For the best results, remember these simple tips. Tenderize the pork first so the texture becomes softer and more tender. When marinating, allow the pork to absorb the liquid before adding oil. Dry frying the salt, pepper, and 5 spice powder helps create a much more fragrant seasoning. Cook the pork over medium heat so the outside becomes beautifully golden while the inside stays juicy. For today's salt and pepper pork chop, you will need pork chop, 400 grams, garlic, 4 cloves, spring onion, 2 stalks, red chili, 1 to 2 pieces, cornstarch, 2 tablespoons, cooking oil, 2 tablespoons. For the marinade, prepare soy sauce, 2 teaspoons, sugar, 1 teaspoon, cornstarch, 1½ teaspoon, water, 1 tablespoon, oil, 1 teaspoon. For the seasoning, prepare salt, 6 tablespoons, white pepper, 2 teaspoons, 5 spice powder, ½ teaspoon. The estimated calories for the entire dish are approximately 1,270 kilocalories. If divided into 4 servings, each serving is approximately 318 kilocalories. If you enjoyed this recipe, please like, share, and subscribe to Mini Spoon Asia. We'll continue bringing you more easy and delicious Asian recipes. See you in the next video.